Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Zarina Aslam, Subject Specialist of Pakistan Studies at Divisional Public School and College, Sahiwal. I welcome you all in today's online class. Dear students, hope you will be fine. Let's start our today's lesson. History chapter number 1, Mughal Empire, the foundation. Today we will study about Sher Shah Suri and his dynasty. Learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to discuss the early life of Sher Shah Suri, describe the conquest of Kalinjar and death of Sher Shah, highlight the administrative structure of Sher Shah Suri. Real name of Sher Shah. Do you know? Sher Shah was not his real name. His real name was Farid Khan. Why was he called Sher Shah? His name Sher means lion was conferred upon him for his courage. When, as a young man, he killed a lion that leapt suddenly upon the king of Bihar. He was born in 1486 AD in Sasram. Sher Shah Suri or Sher Khan was the founder of Suri dynasty in India. He was the son of a Jagirdar of Sasram, Bihar, Hasan Khan Suri. He left his home at the age of 15 and went to Johnpoor because his stepmother didn't like him. Hasan Khan Suri. Hasan Khan Suri was the father of Sher Shah. Hasan Khan Suri chose Sasram as his permanent residence. Hasan Khan Suri joined the army of Johnpoor's Raja and progressed to the rank of general. Sher Shah Suri spent his childhood years in Sasram. He was fond of hunting and travel from a very young age. He became very hardy and industrious. He moved from Sasram to Johnpoor. He took a residence with the governor of the province. The governor had good relations with Sher Shah's father. At that time, Johnpoor was a center of intellectual activities, which helped Sher Shah to polish and enhance his capacities. Sher Shah had great ambitions. He also possessed the potential to achieve them. Now, conquest of Kalinjar and death of Sher Shah. Kalinjar is located in Banda district of Uttar Pradesh state near the temple city and World Heritage Site of Khajuharu. Fortress is strategically located on an isolated rocky hill at the end of the Vindhya range. In 1545, Sher Shah struck against the fort of Kalinjar with full force. Fireballs. These are fireballs that were used by Sher Shah Suri. Fireballs being hurled on the rampart. Cannon. A cannonball, after hitting the wall, fell into the repository of gunpowder, causing a great explosion. Sher Shah was badly burnt by this. Death of Sher Shah Suri. But he kept encouraging his soldiers to attack the fort. By the evening, fort was conquered. After hearing the good news, he smiled vaguely and breathed his last. His dead body brought to Sasram, where he was laid in a tomb. Sher Shah Suri had himself built this tomb. Sher Shah's administrative reforms. Sher Shah was the first ruler of India who laid down an administrative structure for the welfare of the common people. He tried to build magnificent welfare state. During his 5 years rule, despite his military involvements, he was able to enforce his reforms successfully. He was the first ruler who fully understood that a government should have a powerful base, and without this, political and economical stability is impossible. Sher Shah managed his local affairs very intelligently and with a farsightedness. This created an environment of progress and well-being, and his government prospered administratively, politically, and economically. All military and civil power was in the hands of Sher Shah himself. And he used in both for the public welfare. His ministers were his assistants. He frequently consulted these ministers, but decided everything himself. Administration of the empire. Empire was administratively divided into provinces: Sarkar, Pargana, Tehsil, and village. We have to divide the administration of Sher Shah Suri in subparts. First one is governor. Head of the province was called Subedar, governor. Was his reign proved to be a landmark in the subcontinent? He formulated a sound imperial administration. Sher Shah Suri employed a powerful army. We will study the remaining administration reforms of Sher Shah Suri's empire in next lesson. Now it's time to revise our today's lesson through MCQs. Choose the correct option. Number 1. Real name of Sher Shah. A. Farid Khan. B. Hasar Khan. C. Shebani Khan. D. Humayun. These 4 options are given. You have to choose one option. What is the answer? Think about it. Yes, the correct answer is Farid Khan. Number 2. When was Sher Shah born? A. 1485 AD. B. 1486 AD. C. 1487 AD. D. 1488 AD. Find out the answer. Yes, B answer is 1486 AD. Number 3. Who was the father of Sher Shah? A. Amir Khan. B. Shah Khan. C. Hassan Khan. D. Numan Khan. So, out of these options, which is the correct one? Yes, his father's name was Hassan Khan. Number 4. In 1545, Sher Shah Suri attacked at A. Lahore. B. Peshawar. C. Kabul. D. Kalinjar. So what is the answer? D. Kalinjar. Number 5. Head of the province was called A. Minister. B. President. C. Judge. D. Governor. Yes. Out of these, which is the correct one? G. D. Governor. Now it's a time for homework. Give short answers. Question number 1. Who was Sher Shah Suri? Question number 2. When was Sher Shah Suri born? Question number 3. How did Sher Shah Suri die? Take care. Thank you for this. Allah Hafiz.